This is probably one of the most important videos I've ever made. How did I study 360 plus hours in 1 month? How did I complete the 1 month study challenge? This was the hardest challenge I've ever faced, and I completed it by doing 4 simple things. No fancy stuff, just 4 simple principles. Let me start by introducing the first 2. A few months ago, I came across this very interesting video about the longest research on happiness ever made. It's a Harvard study that started in 1938, and it follows individuals for a lifelong period until literally 2024, while inquiring about what makes them happy. As it turns out, 2 things emerged. Number 1, people are their happiest and healthiest when they exercise regularly, at least 50 minutes every day. Number 2, people at their happiest regard meaningful connections with other people as one of the biggest factors contributing to happiness. These 2 points from this research got me thinking, and you might wonder, what does happiness research have to do with study 360 plus hours in a month? Happiness and health, as it turns out, has everything to do with crazy hard work. And this is something that took me a very long time to figure out. When I was young, I used to despise people that made stuff because it makes them happy. It felt meaningless. It felt superficial. Happiness, what is this nonsense? I just want to achieve what is meaningful for me, my objective, and the hell with happiness. Let me just get what I want. But here's the thing. If you wake up in the morning and you're happy, you win. Period. You win. That's why happiness is so important for hard work. Without it, you don't have the energy. If you wake up and you're happy, then you have the energy to pursue all those meaningful things. Therefore, you are capable of achieving those meaningful objectives. Instead, if you wake up and you're miserable, how productive can you be? I didn't study 360 plus hours in a month through discipline alone. Discipline is trash. It is important, but it wasn't the only thing that got me through this period. Discipline is overrated. What really helped me was switching lenses and understand that 1, if I don't exercise every day, and 2, if I don't take care of those meaningful connections in my life, then I'm making myself miserable. And if I'm making myself miserable, then I will not have the energy to do hard work. I won't have that. I will not have the energy. If you're happy and excited, you will have the energy. You will have the energy to achieve those important objectives. So point number 1, I exercise on the spinning bike 15 minutes every single day. If I choose not to exercise, it's not because I'm lazy or because I lack the discipline. When I choose not to exercise, what I'm really choosing is misery. So understanding that was very important. I'm not exercising, okay, I am choosing misery. This was huge. This was absolutely huge. And if you are choosing misery, then you won't have the energy to achieve those important objectives. That's why you need to exercise. Point number 2. Nothing is as recharging as hugging someone you care about. It can be your mom, it can be your boyfriend, it can be your girlfriend. Hugging someone and having that meaningful connection is super recharging. It's one of the most recharging activities you can do. It's a thunder of energy, literally. Of course, it can't be fake. The relationship needs to be truthful. It needs to be with someone that you genuinely love. But if you do have such a person in your life, and you do have such a relationship, then you will recharge your energies very well, both by exercising and having this relationship. Having the contact, the physical contact too, I think it's important. Now, if you have done these 2 things, you will have all the energies that you need. Now, the truth is that exercise and connections can make you happy, generally speaking, but it's not enough. Bad days will still happen every now and then. Nobody is invulnerable, so those bad days will still happen. You minimize them, but they will still happen. So how do you stabilize yourself during those inevitable bad days so you can still work very hard? How do you do that? Now stay with me with this point because it's much more important than people realize. I will tell you a story. A long time ago, a psychotherapist and friend of mine told me that we operate on 3 levels. There is an emotional level that says, I feel this way. There is a conscious, intuitive level that says, I felt that, and I know it means this. And there is a third level that says, I felt this, I know it means this, and I can also elaborate on it and explain it further. One of the best ways to achieve this third level is through journaling. The evidence supporting the stabilizing power of self-writing is just huge. Regardless of how I am feeling every day, I ask myself one simple question. How are you feeling today? I use all 3 levels and then put everything on paper. I cannot state how much this simple 10-minute practice helped me stabilize and understand myself and my negative emotions. I was able to identify toxic people in my life, understand myself, what problems I have, what makes me feel bad, and solutions to all these things. Everything. All of this understanding came from this self-journaling practice. And this is golden information if you want to stabilize yourself and your energy. And sometimes you land on something really pivotal during this self-reflection, and that something becomes the cornerstone for stability, because now you know what you have to do in order to not being miserable and sad. Self-journaling is a crucial routine, something that helped me beyond belief, and the third point that allowed me to study 360 plus hours in 1 month. Without it, I would have crumbled, because I would have lost stability at one point and inevitably fell. Fundamentally, the problem of working for that amount of time is a problem of energy and stability. So if you got to point number 3, you got both. You will have the energy and stability necessary. Finally, there is one final point, the 4th one. Challenge and accountability are the 2 powerful engines that can get you through anything. What gave me motivation was the fact that I was challenging myself, so I could be a better person. Studies show that good challenges enhance motivation. Embracing challenges is also part of the growth mindset, which will allow you to grow and become much stronger than you could ever imagine. So point 4, embrace challenges. And if you can, do them with someone. The power of accountability is well documented by many studies. Essentially, find someone to do the challenge with, or someone that will keep you accountable. I will add a link to a place where you can find an accountability partner below in the description. But look, that accountability partner could be anybody. It could be a friend of yours, a sibling, a YouTuber, a YouTube audience, a Discord online friend, or a group. Gosh, even your mom. Throughout this challenge, I use key tools to organize myself, track myself, and ace the exams. I am releasing these tools, and this is my first ever online product. I will link it in the description below and in the top comment. So shameless self-plug, I suppose. That's it. That's all that you need. These 4 points and the tools. And look, if you don't have money for the tools, it's fine. The 4 points are really the core part of it. And this is how I did it. That's pretty much it. Have a nice rest of your day, folks.